Good evening, Namaste. I am Ramesha, Secretary of Niratanka Trust and Publisher, Nirata Publications. This session is organized by Niratanka as a part of its skill development initiative in association with Business Manager Magazine, HR 8PM, Booswa, M&HR Solutions Private Limited, and HR Learning and Skill Building Academy. It's my privilege to introduce VM Ramalingam to all of you today. He is a human process facilitator, coach, and trainer. He is in the profession of facilitating change in large systems, groups, and individuals since 1986. A master's graduate with specialization in management from Madras University in 1964. He has 36 years of managerial experience in organizations covering the field of manufacturing, cooperatives, rural credit, banking, finance, marketing, HRD, and OD. His professional interest in applied behavior science, psychodynamics of groups, organizations, and NLP-based interventions for coaching, personal growth, leadership development, and career effectiveness. So Ram is certified as a master practitioner of NLP and Conversational Hypnosis by Association of NLP India, and has gone through NLP trainer program and psychotherapy program conducted by ANLP India. He is a trainer member of International Coaching and NLP Federation, having worked with Rolf and David J. Lincoln, who are international masters trainers of NLP. He holds certification from 6 Seconds Emotional Intelligence Network, USA, as a trainer and coach in emotional intelligence. He is qualified in coaching counseling, OD, assessment center, appreciative inquiry, large system, interactive processes, and social system dynamics. It is indeed an honor to have such a distinguished personality amongst us. I now invite VM Ramalingam to kindly take over and share his insights to all of us. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Ramesha. Yeah, Ramesha is known to me through two things. One is technology, another is through friendship. Dr. Pandu Naik is my mentee. And he was there and he introduced him. It's a long time history. Historically, we are connected with Ramesha. After a long time, I am getting connected with Ramesha. So I am very happy. And he has given a lot of service to us in terms of technology, immeasurable. And apart from that, he is also organizing programs like this. That also I know. Okay. This is one thing about our relationships, the way in which he has been talking. I am very happy. See, boasting is not bad. I want to tell you. Boasting is, as long as it has no contents of lies. If our people do not know how to boast yourself, how do you will establish your worth? This is the one question I asked. Then somebody asked me in one of the programs, Mr. Ramalingam, they called me as Dr. Ramalingam. Of course, I'm qualified for doctorate in different ways, not PhD in psychology. So then I told I'm not a doctorate, I'm not even a compounder. So then he was asking, see, what is something? Boasting is good, sir. Yeah, as long as it is true. Do not boast. How you can take a responsibility? You see, when you boast, you are responsible to fulfill for all your boastings. Many things Ramesha has been told here. Otherwise, have told you, so he has told I can escape. But if I am saying the same thing, I am a behavioral scientist. I am one of the 149 behavioral scientists in India. Now I am boasting. On behavioral science, you have every right to question me. Because for everything I have to answer. And in our program, only one or two things I want to say. No question is wrong. Only my answers or anybody's answers can be wrong. No question is wrong. One of my questions, one of my answers may be, I don't know. I will get an information, whatever I can say. But I have to answer. Why are you asking this question? What is it? Like that, I won't ask. This nonsense, I have experienced in my life over about 80 years or 50 years, 60 years. So, you can ask any question related or unrelated to what presented here. This is the only thing I want to tell you. Another thing I wish to tell you is it's a HRD intervention skill, HRD development skill programs in which one of the inputs topic was given by Ramesha. He knows what kind of topics can be given. And so, personality intelligence for HR intervention, HR intervention, HR transformation. Transformation, first of all, I hope you would have understood, but still, you can say, sir, it is not necessary. You can stop me at any time. So I want to say, before entering this subject, because this is the overall gamut of my entry. You have given me visa, though I hold a though I hold some authority to enter here. Okay. And so HR transformation is what? HR transformation is a marked, you can stop any time and ask a question. That's what I'm saying. And if I'm not able to give an answer, I'm responsible. And another thing is, I will give for any of your questions, I will give an answer. One or two answers, maybe I don't know, like that. Okay, HR transformation, what? Because we are a learning group, not knowing group. That's also very important. Knowing group, you can read books and all that. See, one thing is, HR transformation is the overall objective of this intervention by Ramesha. HR transformation is a marked, radical, fundamental change in form, nature, climate of the human systems in an organization for collective delivery through teams. In an organization, if you look at that, because HR transformation or HR change, HR functioning, HR effectiveness, HR functioning are all different from HR function. Transformation. Transformation is something more important to take the leadership of the organization. Transformation is something new and something that will be different from others and will be more powerful. That is where the word transformation is very powerful. This is the topic Ramesha has given me. HR transformation is a marked, that's why I defined it this way. It's a marked, radical, fundamental change. Without change, nothing can be alive. That is another area. This change is from where we have come. Having a mobile phone, beggar is having a mobile phone in 20 years. And that is called transformation. Change in form. Form means structure. How leadership is functioning, how fellowship is functioning, all that. Nature, how they are functioning. The climate of human systems. Climate means what kind of systems, procedures of promotion system and everything are you providing? In an organization for collective delivery through teams is very important. Now, organization is a collective of teams. First, two things are very important. A collective, an organization. Somebody asked me 30, 40 years in the United States. So I told them, an organization is collective of roles and teams. Everybody applauded. Only in India it may be difficult. So what is in an organization for collective delivery through teams? Teams and roles are very important in organization. Any HR profession should basically take it as the tenets. That is my belief. Because I have been HRD and all that. I have been in organizations. So I am saying this, and it is your choice to go. And if you question me, no question is wrong. Only my answers can be wrong. That's also I am telling. This kind of HR facilitation aims at improvement of human performance in organizations for increased efficiency, effectiveness, and outcome orientation and competitiveness of organization. You see, we always talk about goal. They ask you, what is your goal? I want to be an engineer. What is the outcome if I ask you? You'll say, my salary should be more. I say, if salary is more. Beyond it, what is the outcome? You ask outcome question 3 times. Simply goal only we talk. From NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming, when I went through in US, that was the major thing I learned. Outcome is more important than goal. Everybody said goal, goal, goal. Yeah, okay, you are also there. What is the outcome of that goal? That is why outcome and goal, from the goal, outcome is performance effectiveness is the relating factor. That is why this is very important. Effectiveness, outcome oriented. An organization is a living system that all of you know. System constituted by the roles of the leaders and followership of the members of the respective boundaries. These boundaries of time, this is from GRC I have learned. GRC means Tavistock methodology. In its boundaries of, see, if you don't manage these boundaries, our effectiveness will be lost. That's what GRC says. GRC means Group Relations Conference of Tavistock. They say, I have gone to England, 2 times I have gone, and I am one of the 7 or 8 directors of GRC in India. So, the respective boundaries. Then and there, I may tell something about my claim for credibility. If you have doubt, you can stop and ask, how are you saying? Okay, right. Time, task, role, and sentience are the 4 boundaries we have to manage in organization. Effective. Then only you can get a HR transformation. HR transformation is the topic given, and intelligence is given. Time is decided by when. Task is decided by what. Role is decided by how. Sentience is relationship about relationship. This Tavistock methodology defines these boundaries have to be managed within the organization. For that, if you are not facilitating, you are not working for HR transformation or HR facilitation. Okay. Then another point, HR transformation basically human development process. What is HR transformation? Yeah. Basically human development process. How are you developing members of this organization? That is more important, yeah. See how then only they can contribute. Unless people develop, organization cannot develop. That is why HR And development, orientation also important. One is developmentation and orientation. Orientation means to the future, and to the future, and as different from the past. Pardon?
It's okay. It's okay, sir. You continue, please.
An organization is a living system. HR transformation is basically human system, human development process. That's HR facilitation. Most of you, I hope so. HR executives and all that word also has a content called facilitation. This is very important. It's not HR facilitation is not training and all. It's facilitation. Okay. Need to have applied psychological competence. Applied psychological competence is what we can see later, depending upon the time. Applied behavioral science. Some of you may be thinking ISAPS, Indian Society for Applied Behavioral Science. I'm one of the senior members. I worked with Dr. Uday Parikh and from TV Rao and all that. Okay. And from 1986, I'm one of the 149 behavioral scientists in India. So, but behavioral scientist is always applied behavioral scientist. Applied psychological competence. This is the most important. Psychological competence is how your mind is there. Then how you can apply it for your growth, for your role, for your contribution. That is what is called, I am calling it as applied psychological competence. HR facilitators and leaders have to process expertise in the essential human development, process of learning, coaching, mentoring, assessment, feedback, and interpersonal skills of inclusion, influence, and intimacy. One and one, I will tell. Learning, you know very well. I will explain it later. Coaching, you know. The focus is on the other person, how to make development according to its choice. Mentor. Mentoring is when some person wants to do something, you take a responsibility, help him out, not instruct him or influence him. He will make his own personal influence for that you are doing it. Okay, write it there something. Then assessment. This is very important for the HR facilities. Assessment is psychological assessment. Assessment centers, development centers are run throughout India and the world. How psychological testing is psychological behavior testing is taking place. I had been running at many companies recently also. Some time back in LSIP mission works in Coimbatore, I have done 5 days assessment center work. So what I am telling you, the assessment, any HR facilitator should know, assessment does not mean whether it's good or bad, but you are assessing through instruments, a few things. And then based on that, you are giving a feedback. And also you possess interpersonal skills of inclusion, influence, and intimacy. Inclusion means significant. I consider the other person important. The other person is considering important. I do not want to go into it because it is part of Fairobi. In Fairobi, these things, in 1950, he introduced this. He was also a behavioral scientist. Okay. So, inclusion, influence, and intimacy are 3 things. Inclusion means joining others and inviting others to join. And influence means my ideas, I persuade you to accept. Influence, wanted influence, the other side of influence is, oh, you are listening to him and also you are accepting it. And third is intimacy. In the process of being together, I love you and you also love you. You also like me. I also like you. And one more thing about intimacy is, I don't hide anything from you. You don't hide anything from you. And whatever you want, I will not hide and tell a different information. And you will not. That information that is related to you only, that is called influence. This is called influence, control, affection. Those who have gone through FIROB, fundamental interpersonal relationship orientation, you will be knowing. So personality intelligence. Another aspect. So far I have been explaining what is HR transaction, the transformation. Now, personality intelligence. HR transformation is essentially focused on personality intelligence. First thing is learning. Any relatively permanent change in behavior that occurs as a result of experiential impact of facilitation by systems, procedures, and leadership. See, we learn. Knowing is something different. First we know, then we interpret so many levels. I do not want to go about it at this level. But learning is more important. Learning is personality related. Learning means you know how to behaviorally bring it out. You are learning not only simply knowing. That's what is happening in life. Knowing only is learning. So any relatively permanent, this learning shall make you to a relatively permanent change in behavior. After knowing, then next level, going, analyzing, understanding, and then applying. Then only learning happens. So performance ability. Performance ability, it is individual's capacity to perform the various tasks of a job. Body coordination, balance, stamina is very important. Physically not fit, nothing can be done. This is one thing, depending upon the roles. At least, you have to stay in organizations. Beyond office hours, many people work. Are they working effectively? It is depending on body coordination, balance, and stamina. In the roles of organization, communication and interaction, speaking, writing, and digital. That is performance ability. One is speaking ability. How to speak is more important than what you speak. That is speaking ability. Writing ability. How you are recording your learning and observation is writing. That's where it is more important. Digital communication means how to communicate it to a wider reception and get feedback. Digital is not ignoring feedback. That is very important. That's why, because I have time constraint also. Okay. Intellectual abilities. These are the abilities needed to perform mental activities. Sometimes we call it as IQ, intelligent quotient. Perception, interpretation, analysis, logic, reasoning, understanding, clarity, decision making, and creativity. Even if we start talking, another 3 hours it will take, minimum. So, okay. So, intellectual, all of this you already know. You know. One is knowing, another is understanding, another clarification, another. You see, there are different levels of intellectual ability. So, but these are very inputs I am giving. Already you are an experienced people. You are capable of taking it further. And if you talk about it at the end of my presentation, I will benefit also. That's what I am telling you. So one is and intellectual abilities. Cordial cooperative relationship orientation with focus. Collective organization's purpose. Results and outcomes should be always the focus. The HR means always organizational focus. Which company you are working, which role you are taking in organization is the prime focus. So you have to be cardiac. Cardiality is more important than that is a challenging because we do not know what kind of people we get with the different values and all that. So you have to be cardial means accepting, tolerating, and also open to others also as meaningful. So cooperative, you know about cooperative relations. Cooperative means what you do, what I have to do. It should be connected for taking it further. That is for cooperative relations. Orientation with focus collective. Collectively, organization's purpose. See, one important thing is all this we are talking is about a collective purpose. And all these things are there in HR transformation. Most important thing. Many abilities I have already talked. This listening skills very important. This is the most difficult thing. People hear, do they listen? That is important. Listening skills, listening to say, what is happening to me? What internal dialogue is going to be within me? When I am with this person, what happens to me? How I am impacted? So, okay. Listening to another, conscious. I am conscious of what kind of fellow he is and which caste, creed, breed, birth, region, religion, and qualification, which college he has studied. So many things we are carrying, you know. All this we are conscious. Apart from that, what he says also may be relevant because I may not be knowing. That is one thing. Clear listening to other person's pursuing contents and feelings are very important. Why I am saying is content is what is said. Feelings are how I am impacted. But most important thing is process. The communication process, how I am impacted. The question of how is more important. So that is what is it. And listening to the for meaning, deep receptive, multiple sensory listening perspective in the values, attitude, beliefs, and performance. So we can talk it later also. Listening for transformation. This is the most important. Listening for new possibilities and opportunities and forces for generate change. You see, you have to be dynamic and change all the time. At the same time, stable. This is the greatest challenge of today's HR transformation and HR functionaries, HR facilitators. When I was working also, same thing came when I told the people, that is it, when I used to at a bank. But that bank is the number one private sector bank. And even today I'm honored for that. That is a different thing. Listening for transformation, listening for new possibilities, opportunities, and forces that generate change. You should look for the what else. How I can be more effective? The question has become very important. But systems cannot be evaluated. And organizational structures cannot be evaluated. Within the structure, slight changes going. So boss cannot be overlooked. Whatever you said, what kind of boss you have only decides what kind of change you can do. That's a different thing. And so different thing generate change. That is relevant. That's why persuasive skills, very important. That can happen only through listening for transformation. The listener's intent is to create an environment that fosters nurturing options and opportunities for profound transformation. One is the options is the fundamental. We have to nurture the options. What else we can do? Are we asking our juniors or our colleagues? If it is, what are the opportunities? These two questions, if you ask, see, opportunities are not results. Opportunities are the processes. The result is before outcome. And the goal and all that we talk about it. Okay. Personality intelligence. In personality intelligence, we act and feel based on our perception of the world rather than the real world. Understand, please, this one point of psychology. We act and feel based on our perception. How do we see the world? Or feel the world? Or hear the world? Or these things only decide what is your real world. Real world may be different. That is one thing we have to basically any HR facilitator. So I have told this. So okay. Many questions were asked in this. Each person's perception of the world is their mind map. Mind map means intelligence is formed in the mind map. That's called VACAG. Visual, auditory, kinesthetic, olfactory, gestalt. It means what do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you sense, smell, and other senses? Gustatory. And these are the things that ultimately form your intelligence. This is a mental map formed. That is the basis of your personality intelligence. Our mind, body, brain, neural system, and body. See, our mind and body relationship is regulated by brain, neural system, nervous system, body. Body is related to behavior, manifested. Neural system is really how I am impacted throughout my body. Brain, you know what is happening there. And what we say, language, all integrated together form our perception of the world, our maps. Those maps form our intelligence. I have learned it after so many programs, and I'm also a founder president of an Indian Society for NLP. NLP I learned for a long time. It is based on NLP. So this perception of the world is the word map itself for the first time I learned. Map is the intelligence. Whatever comes to you goes and filters are there and goes. And then we will see that. And ultimately becomes your intelligence. That is your personality intelligence. So each person's mind where that is called applied in. I call it applied intelligence is my word. See, each person's mind map applied intelligence is different from other. Intelligence, I do not know how you can be able to, but apply how I can use my thinking, deciding, and acting, and contemplating. First is contemplating, great. All that is different. Different people are different. There are many poets means they are different. There are many logical, good administrator means they are different. So rich mind maps in answer. You should know how to enrich your mind maps. That is what is. Rich mind maps enhance happiness, impoverished or unrealistic mind maps, restrict choices of effectiveness and all. If you have not done your mind map of what is perceiving, what is interpreting, how positively you have taken it, how it helpfully you identified, all that goes into your mind, it forms as maps. Those mind maps are basically the source of your intelligence. Mental maps help us navigate our lives.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
We can finish session another 10 minutes, then we can take.
We are finishing.
Yes, sir.
Mental maps help us navigate our lives. Mental maps means nothing but those I have told you, mind maps. That is recorded through something that is called a vaka. What we have seen, what we have heard, and these are the things, what we have felt and all those things. Based on that only, your intelligence is formed. This is the basic thing about the NLP. So you have to understand it. See, what happens is some internal inputs are coming. Everything is not taken. You are getting into delete, distraction, and generalize. Deletion means some aspects you don't hear. What I am saying, partly only you will hear. You may decide, this is not relevant. Generalize. Then generalize means you are theorizing. This is the most important thing. Time, space, matter, energy. How you are structuring your real time structure, your fact and your what is happening. Time is when, space is where, matter is what, energy is how. According to me, how is more important. Then you create your language, your own language. Which language? Then memories, decisions, metamorphosis. All these things created together, ultimately you end up in internal representation that is basically the intelligence, this mind map. Then state means how it affects your feeling and how you can respond. Then physiology, behavior, how physiology means behavior, how it happens. And that is the same thing. Another model is given here. Personality intelligence map. The central nervous system filters the sensory inputs and allows a limited amount of sensory. Yeah. See, the nervous system does not take everything. There is a filter. Everything is the filter. This is the most important, we take 2 million bits of information every second through our 5 senses. Our conscious mind is able to take only 7 plus or minus of 2 bits of information at any moment of time. George Miller's research in 1956. This is the most important thing. We learn only in chunks, not in elements. In relatedness only we can learn. Simply one point way, we cannot learn. That's why tables are given even in mathematics. So we make an internal representation, mind map of the world, which can change our physiology that affects our behavior. All this happens in a fraction of a second. That's another important thing. Our reality is our own subjective experience. See, this is more important, subjective experience. Everything, there's no logic, but so unconscious is more important than conscious. So I wish to run through the brain, the brain nervous system. And ultimately, the brain cells and the universal systems more or less similar. This is established, and so from there I have taken. You please understand, you are not only one. Your system is originated from universe. For that I believe it. So that is what is personality intelligence for HR transformation. This is the topic I'm saying. And for giving your patient listening. Thank you. Whatever it is, you can ask questions.
So all the participants can turn on your videos so that we can have a open session discussion. Any questions from the participants can ask. Prakash, would you like to add something?
I think he has to unmute himself.
I need to unmute. The participants can unmute themselves. They can unmute. Any questions? Prem Jyoti ma'am, Sujata ma'am, Indranil ji.
Sir, if you allow me, just I would like to request one special issue. HR manager has to work within the legal encompassing ecosystem of the country or any country that is working with. Now, how best this philosophy of industrial psychology could be applied within that legal periphery? If it kindly give some emphasis on this particular point, then it will be very helpful for the new branch of the HR manager. Thank you.
Ramalingam sir, can you hear you? Ramalingam sir, you are not audible. You have muted your audio.
Okay. What he told, can you tell?
Sir, Indranil ji, can you repeat once again your question? I think he is not listened to your question.
I listened.
As HR manager, we have to work within the legal ecosystem of the particular area or state. What now? How best we can use the philosophy of applied industrial psychology within legal encompasses? Thank you, sir.
Now I understand because no law is counteractive to human behavior, decision, and action unless it is violative of somebody else's rights. This is the most important thing in HR. And one more thing I am telling you, the focus is on intelligence. That's an intelligence for human. When you are working for transformation, it's a big challenge. It's not an ordinary thing. Simple change means you can change. Transformation means culturally so many other things. Many people do not know what is crypto. People know currency, money. Crypto, these are crypto. I do not know how many people know here in this group what is crypto. What is its dynamics? And like that, so many things are emerging. So for all that, you have to prepare. HR guy is a very big headache, I am telling you. Unless we update, we cannot do. So for that, but one basic thing is only apply psychology. In psychological matters, in assessment center, how are you recruiting people? When promotion, what development centers? How do you design interventions? Because I had been consulting organizations, so I am telling you. One thing is basically only apply psychology. Because environment, then in the interview only it is questioned. They ask questions about how you will apply this technology, this basic skill in our role, in our organization, like that in the interview. But before that, you have to assess them. You see, the HR transformation process is You have to assess certain basic things about that person. That is where basic intelligence-related questions. I will take introversion, extraversion. Nothing is bad. Introversion also is recorded, extraversion. How much balancing is recorded? Like that, you will see, if I have to explain that, it will go a long way. You asked a very good question. And it will be useful in modern world if you structure anything and integrate it with the process. So, see, one is what you create. Create a structure and put it through a process. And that is relevant for the outcome decided by your organization. That is the challenge of today's HR executives. Whenever I talk to them, sir, this is there, this is there. No, these three things. Are you clear about structure? Are you clear about process? Are you clear? See, these are the things. And you asked wonderful question. It is always a challenge in any HR process facilitator. You have continuous challenges, and you have to deal with that. If you ask a specific question, I am willing to answer. From my experience, I am 85 years old fellow. Whatever experience I have got, from that I can tell you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Banerjee, I am very happy.
Okay, I'm fine. No more questions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Banerjee.
Yeah, any other questions?
Sir, I have one question. With regard to this intelligence, when it comes to the HR different set of organization, either it might be manufacturing or pharmaceutical or even software industry, sometimes if the person is very prompt, honest, committed, during that time, there are other people who are dishonest and they are not up to the mark. They try to spoil the whole system and they will put one or the other blame on that HR leader and they remove him from the job. During that time, how he can handle that kind of situation through using applied psychology?
See, in intelligence, one important thing is only mind related intelligence. No.
Sir. Sir.
Mind, you are a very intelligent person, gold medalist, all that you are going. But
true, sir. They are the one who will get that kind of issues.
Your intelligence, they want their need to be satisfied. HR guys have this problem all the time. Mind,
yeah, sir.
that only they are facing you.
True,
And
true, sir.
intelligence, only basic intelligence. Your extraordinary intelligence, analysis, diagnosis, decision making, all that will not work. The relationship skill, that is why I had another one or two slides also. One is skill, human relation skills is one thing. First, you should start at knack. It's very important thing in HR. You are right. Like that you say. That you prove wrong thereafter. But you use your intelligence. Don't say that never he can be wrong. Because he won't accept, See, managing people.
Sir.
Because I have done it lot of group and Guru Garu and all that they are calling me now. See, that is a different thing. After retirement, they are respecting me. See, one thing is, and you are asking a very wonderful question. You see, intelligence does not mean to end up with your brain power only. And
true,
that
sir.
basis, because mind is the metaphor of brain. Your mind is more important than your brain. In your mind, in the process, how to deal with different people differently. how to deal with different environments differently. All these are you are developing by your experience. Experience is learning from what you suffer and what you achieve. Already half of which I think you are a very experiential person. Otherwise, you won't ask this question. I know that. But that's why I used to say, in HR roles, women are better because they know how to endure. See, like that.
Actually, I'm not a HR person. I'm a faculty cum research scholar at Department of Social Work, Bangalore University. I usually interact with our students who are working in HR sector through that, and I do posh compliances in different industries. Interacting with the HR personnels and with my students who are working as HR persons through their experience, and my experience, I find these
I
things.
know.
Sometimes whatever we learned, our values doesn't match with the organization internal things. So that's why I asked.
See, textbook is different from operations. Reality.
100%, sir. True.
That is one thing. It will happen. But you can transform the performance through your textbooks. For that, many hard work is being done. That is one example is Uday Parikh, kind of people. Dr. Uday Parikh, you may be he is a behavioral scientist I have worked with. They all process focused learning like that. They brought a process focused theories. And in your case, intelligence does not mean proving yourself. Intelligence is basically understanding others. See, this is the major thing. Your knowledge is otherwise why are you sitting in that the academic position? Your intelligence is already proved. Otherwise, you are not. And getting to know others, that intelligence only is challenging. HRD particularly is now
Because there are stress and other things. That's why I
wonder how to understand you can ask it. I will ask you.
and
See, don't end up with counter question. You should show. Like one of the wonderful things I will suggest you. If somebody comes and complain or something, you say, oh, it's so. Then he has to say something. What else you ask? Yeah, I see. What else? As though you are incompetent. See, in HRD, I should prove myself that I am very knowledgeable and competent, but at the same time, yet to know something. So this is a very challenging, but I had been there. That's no, you ask one question. I'm telling you, language is very important thing.
True, sir.
Not only in leadership role, followership role, facilitators role. Ask, okay, I say, like that we should not tell. How are you saying this? First question you don't ask. Is it so? Like that you ask.
Okay, sir.
Asking, how are you? How are you saying? These are the communication skills. For that, I charge heavily and train people. That's why you understand.
Answer. I understood.
I'm telling you one simple clue. I'm telling you. How are you? I say, you ask because you have a life problem. I'm not having that life problem. My problem will be over in next 10 minutes. Your problem is life problem. Your career problem. I am telling you, clues I am telling you. Anybody comes, so you ask, Ah, I'm trying to understand. How are you saying this? Like that you ask him. Then when
Okay, sir.
this is the only clue I can give you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Anita, for
Thank you,
asking.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Anita, for asking a good question. I think we have
Very
take one more question. We have another 4-5 minutes.
Ah,
We can conclude it. Any last question anybody would like to ask? You please ask. Prakash, are you there?
Yeah. No, there is some network issue. Please continue.
Yeah, it's
Good.
okay.
Ramesh, sir, shall I ask?
Yeah, please ask Prem Jyoti ma'am.
Yeah. Sir, good evening, sir. Ramalingam, sir. Very insightful presentations. Thank you, sir, for that. So my question is, it's not like question. We need a suggestion how to handle the situation. So when in a working place, when an employee is doing right work, whatever the organization assigned, but due to some pressure, the line supervisor or immediate supervisor is like harassing the employee, where HR is in the position to give the equality and natural justice. So due to management pressure, he or she as a HR fails to do that work. So during that situation, like as a emerging HR trainees or becoming HR buddies, how to handle these situations, sir?
See, there are two approaches. When to deal with the issue with the boss. When to deal with the issue of the follower. You see, now, if this issue has, whether this issue has come to the boss or to the follower, if somebody is saying they are not acceptable to each other, that's what you are saying. Hello?
No, HR wanted to give natural justice, but due to pressure of management, he fails to do.
I am telling you, pressure of management can act on you to what extent? To make
Say
a
okay.
decision against your conscience.
Okay.
I am telling you, at least
Yes.
you have the temerity to tell, I feel differently. Don't say, I think differently.
Mm-hmm.
Differently, I am impacted because feeling is impact. Thinking is analysis. I am impacted like this, like that when you say. So I feel, have you expressed your difference from the impact point of view? You understand what I am saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know, you see, you have an expertise, otherwise you will not ask this question.
Yes, sir.
I accept that, I endorse it. But what I am saying is, there are two things. Impact is feeling related.
Mm.
And so immediately, without dealing with the feeling, if you go into thinking, sometimes it will not work.
Acha.
Is it so?
Okay, sir.
How does it affect you, sir?
Mm.
It's a wonderful question. There are two things in organization I used to say. That the two words are, one is affect, one is effect. Effect is about the result of the organization. Affect is about how people are impacted in the organization. How does it affect you if you ask?
Mm.
Or else other, I don't understand, sir. This is what is happening. It is affecting me like this, like that. If you say what he can say.
Mm.
He should not be affected, he may say. Maximum, that's what he can say, no?
Yes, yes, sir.
Feeling, my mother died, I'm affected, I'm crying. You should not be affected means.
Mm.
Because affect is feeling related. First, starting with the feeling related. I feel sad. I feel how, the organization, how it happens. Well, that is one thing. Start with the impact about how you are affected. In HR, sir, I'm feeling that he is having some. I can't understand, but when I'm still. See, do you think that fellow is a rogue? No. Dealing with the organization, they brand people. He will be suitable, he is not suitable in all the organization. All that. But HR people should know. All the people have to be brought on board, You have a great challenge. That is a great challenge. I had been in a bank, and that was the number one bank today is Kotak Mahindra Bank. That's one. So that's a different. So what I'm saying is that you can have it, has she gone out of contact? Okay, good.
Yeah,
We record.
I think time is up. Thank Premajyoti ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for asking a very good question. And
She is where? Where is she working?
Sorry, sir, I lost network.
Huh?
I lost the network, sir.
We are not working.
No, I'm working. I'm working as an assistant professor in St. Joseph's University, Bangalore, sir.
St. Joseph University. See, it does not matter.
Okay, sir.
And you will be an excellent professor because many professors say only transferring knowledge. You are
Yes, sir.
knowledge, not knowledge, but learning.
No, this situation I asked you when I was an HR, sir. I worked as an HR in the industry.
You
So when I'm, yeah.
and you come, see, professor is transfer of knowledge.
Correct,
This is a
sir.
very good question. Yes.
Now you can transfer learning.
Correct, sir.
Knowledge and learning, you know about.
Yes, sir. It's greatly, helped me, how to transform, how to prepare buddy HRs.
I'm a principal also, Okay, right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ramesh, sir, for the
thank you,
opportunity.
thank you, ma'am. So I think time is up. Is already 8 o'clock, 3 minutes. 1 hour, 3 minutes we have spent. Around 45 members have joined for this Zoom session. The entire session has been recorded and uploaded in the YouTube channel. And those who are interested, they can watch this series of previous series also. On behalf of everyone who attended, I sincerely thank Ramalingam sir for accepting our invitation. And also at this age and experience, he added value and insights to all of us. And I think in future also, we would like to invite few more speakers. Thank you, Ramalingam sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And
Thank
also, I thank many of my friends and social work fraternity teachers like my friend Prakash and Premajyoti ma'am, Sujata, Anita S, and few others have joined. And thanks for your time, and you have spent a meaningful time with us. I thank you, all of you. And also in the next session, we are going to have few more good speakers. So that I request all of you join and share this series or Zoom session to your friends and your students, so that if many good people joined, so that we can ask good questions to the speaker, so that we'll get all benefited. Thank you one and all. And also our partner Indranil Banerjee is there from HR 8 PM. He is also associated with our this session series. So thank you, Indranil Banerjee, sir. Thank you.
Happy to be here, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.